Hi dears, welcome to ophthalmology class. Today we will discuss about bacterial conjunctivitis. In our last class, we discussed about the types of conjunctivitis. They are infective conjunctivitis, allergic conjunctivitis, cicatricial conjunctivitis and toxic conjunctivitis. Today we will discuss about bacterial conjunctivitis. It is one of the infective conjunctivitis. The others include chlamydial conjunctivitis, viral conjunctivitis, ophthalmia neonatorum, and granulomatous conjunctivitis. The infective bacterial conjunctivitis is of four types. They are acute bacterial conjunctivitis, hyperacute bacterial conjunctivitis, chronic bacterial conjunctivitis, and angular bacterial conjunctivitis. Now we will see what is acute bacterial conjunctivitis. Acute bacterial conjunctivitis is characterized by marked conjunctival hyperemia and mucopurulent discharge from the eye. So clinically it is called acute mucopurulent conjunctivitis. It is the most common type of bacterial conjunctivitis. Common causative bacteria are Staphylococcus aureus, Cauchifex bacillus, Pneumococcus, and Streptococcus. Mucopurulent conjunctivitis generally accompanies exanthemata such as measles, scarlet fever, etc., which are viral in origin. Clinical features. Clinical features include symptoms and signs. Symptoms are discomfort, foreign body sensation, dittiness, blurring and redness of sudden onset due to engorgement of vessels, mild photophobia, that is difficulty to tolerate light, and mucopurulent discharge. Patient also complain about sticking together of lid margins with discharge during sleep, slight blurring of vision due to mucus flakes in front of cornea. Colored halos may be present due to prismatic effect of mucus present on cornea. Signs of acute bacterial conjunctivitis are flakes of mucopus seen in the fornices, canthi and lid margins. Conjunctival congestion will give the appearance of fiery red eye. The congestion is typically less marked in circumcorneal zone. Chemosis, that is swelling of conjunctiva. Papillae, fine tap papillae may be seen. Petechial hemorrhages are seen with the pneumococcal infection. Cilia are usually matted together with yellow crust. Eyelids may be slightly edematous. Clinical course of acute bacterial conjunctivitis. Acute bacterial conjunctivitis, otherwise called mucopurulent conjunctivitis. It is usually bilateral, although one eye may become affected 1 to 2 days before the other. The disease usually reaches its peak in 3 to 4 days. If untreated, in mild cases, the infection may overcome and the condition is cured in 10 to 15 days, or it may pass to less intense form, the chronic catarrhal conjunctivitis. Complications of acute bacterial conjunctivitis are marginal corneal ulceration, superficial keratitis, blepharitis, or dacrocystitis. Differential diagnosis of acute bacterial conjunctivitis. They include other causes of acute red eye and other types of conjunctivitis. It is made out from the typical clinical feature of disease and is confirmed by conjunctival cytology and bacteriological examination of secretions and the scrapings. Treatment of acute bacterial conjunctivitis include topical antibiotics, irrigation of conjunctival sac with sterile warm saline once or twice a day will help by removing the secretions from. Frequent eye wash. Dark goggles should be used to prevent photophobia. No bandage should be applied on patients with mucopurulent conjunctivitis. No steroids should be applied, otherwise infection will flare up and bacterial corneal ulcer may develop. Anti-inflammatory and analgesic drugs are used. Preventive measures to reduce the risk of transmission to the close contacts include frequent hand washing, avoidance of sharing towel, handkerchief and pillow with others. Second type of bacterial conjunctivitis is hyperacute bacterial conjunctivitis. The hyperacute bacterial conjunctivitis, also known as acute purulent conjunctivitis or acute bellanorrhea, and it is characterized by violent inflammatory response. It occurs in two forms. They are adult purulent conjunctivitis and ophthalmia neonatorum in newborn. Hyperacute conjunctivitis of adults or gonococcal conjunctivitis. Etiology: the disease affects adults, predominantly males. Gonococcal infection directly spreads from the genitals to eye. Presently, incidence of gonococcal conjunctivitis has markedly decreased. Clinical features of acute bacterial conjunctivitis. The onset is hyperacute, that is 12 to 24 hours. Symptoms include pain which is moderate to severe, purulent discharge which is usually copious, and swelling of eyelids which is usually marked. The signs are as follows: eyelids are tense and swollen, tenderness is there, then thick purulent copious discharge trickling down the cheeks. Conjunctiva shows marked chemosis, congestion and papillae. Because of this congestion, chemosis and papillae, the conjunctiva look like a red velvet. That means the conjunctiva gets a red velvety appearance. Frequently, a pseudomembrane may be seen on the conjunctival surface. Preauricular lymph nodes are usually enlarged and tender. Usually, hyperacute bacterial conjunctivitis is associated with urethritis and arthritis. Complications of hyperacute bacterial conjunctivitis for adult type include the corneal involvement, which is quite frequent. It may occur in the form of diffuse haze and edema, central necrosis, corneal ulceration, or even perforation. Iridocyclitis may also occur. Systemic complications include gonorrhea, arthritis, endocarditis, and septicemia. Treatment include systemic therapy. Irrigation of the eyes, frequently with sterile saline, is very therapeutic in washing away the infected debris. Other general measures are similar to acute mucopurulent conjunctivitis. Sexual partner should also be treated with systemic antibiotics. Further, both the patients and the sexual partner should be referred for evaluation of other sexually transmitted diseases. Next is about the other hyperacute bacterial conjunctivitis, that is ophthalmia neonatorum. Ophthalmia neonatorum is the bilateral inflammation of the conjunctiva occurring in an infant less than 30 days old. Any discharge or even watering from the eyes in the first week of life should arouse suspicion of ophthalmia neonatorum, as tears are not formed till then. We will discuss about ophthalmia neonatorum in detail in another class. Hope you understood today's class. Thank you for listening. Take care.